So I'm a forex trader here in Ghana. I go by the name K Kwame FX. A forex trader here in Ghana, just like I said, trying to make my way all the way to the top. And so I'm on the road to forever successful and the road to $100 million. And so if you just joined, let me check if my mic is on and everything is working. If you just joined, then a quick subscription to the channel will do, as well as if you are a new subscriber, then I appreciate the love. Keep sticking with me because the grind is not about to end. Just as the caption of the video or the title of the video is saying, no bullshit. I'm about to teach you guys how I analyze my market. You feel me? So you guys can also learn. If you want to learn my strategy, I'm gonna put you guys on, because that's what we have to do. It got to be love, right? We got to help ourselves. So yes, it is what it is. Without wasting much of precious time, now link to my free Signal Telegram channel. It's gonna be right inside the description. Go hit on the link and be part of the Forever Successful community or family. Keep posting every single trade I take right inside of that particular Telegram channel. If you want to trade the prop firm I'm trading, which is Funded Next, I'm highly recommend that my discount code is going to be right inside the description as well. So if you want to purchase any Funded Next package, use my discount code and get 5% off. Let me get straight inside my screens and teach you guys how to analyze the chart, since I have some setups already analyzed. All right, so I have these particular two setups analyzed, but I think I have to redo it. I have CAD JPY and USD CAD, so let's start everything all over again. So CAD JPY, I think I need to clear everything, so remove. All right, so it is plain or blank now. So first of all, guys, me, before I get on the market, I check the trend the market is trending in, or the direction. I check market structure, and then area of interest, or my point of buys and sells, which is support and resistance, simple, or demand and supply, you feel me, and all that. Now, because they work hand in hand, without market structure, without support and resistance, it's not like valid. It won't work. Support and resistance without market structure will not work, and all that. It works hand in hand. I get on the higher time frame just to get a clear picture, you feel me, and all that. Weekly time frame is bearish, because the weekly is simply creating lower lows and lower highs. So if market is bearish or trending to the downside, then we're expecting market to come break past the low that market created after going to have the retest, you feel me. So if market retest finish, if I can't break the low, so yes, I mark my highs and lows on the weekly time frame. So this is this is my low. This is my weekly low, clone, and this is gonna be another high, and then this is also gonna be another high on the weekly time frame. It's okay for now. All right, so weekly is bearish. Weekly is just simply creating something like this, you feel me. Weekly has come to break past this particular support, came back for a retest, so it's just trending like this. So I have to trade it with a trend. All right, so just after I've gotten to know that where exact place was my weekly support or my weekly resistance, I don't really do zones on the higher time frame. My zones got to be on the daily time frame, the daily. So that's what it is. So weekly came back to have a retest on this particular support, but for the sake of you guys, I have to put the zone. So weekly came to have the retest over here. The retest, or the zone that I'm drawing, the area of interest got to be at the candle tip, not the wick, you feel me, or the wicks don't count. All right, so the weekly is bearish, and then the weekly has gone back to the support zone to have a retest and then drop. So now what I have to do is switch to the daily, and then the daily also has to tell me the same thing. But so the daily also has to tell me the same thing, because I can't trade to the downside. I can't sell when the daily time frame is bullish. I can't do that. I have to wait for the daily to be bearish. Now we can see the daily was creating higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. So we couldn't have sold, you feel me, or we couldn't sell, or we can't sell when the daily is trending like this. We have to obviously let the daily break a low, which the market has done, or the daily time frame has done. So the daily has broken this particular low, coming back for a retest like this. So this time frame, this market structure is bearish because the daily is retesting this particular support zone right here. You feel me? So the daily is bearish. So after the retest, we expect market to drop drastically to the downside. Simple like that. So market structure will always be the king of the market. So let me just take this off. Yes. So now we can see when the market took, or the daily time frame took, this particular low, we went there to have a retest. That is how I trade. My zone, or my point of buys and sells, got to be on the daily time frame. But for the sake of you guys, I just put this particular weekly time frame, or the weekly zone over here. Yeah, so the daily time frame also got to be the daily zone also got to be here. The candle tip, not the wick. It got to be the candle tip. Now, yes, market came and then tap inside, and the market is rejecting. All right. So, moreover, if we look closely, or if you watch closely on the chart, we can see market has created some sort of a chart pattern, which is a head and shoulder. So this is a head and shoulder, and we can, anytime you're about to have a reversal, a trend reversal, this particular pattern creates or happens, or like come into existence. So there's the left shoulder, head, and then we are having some sort of like a right shoulder like this. So this is a head and shoulder, left shoulder, head, and then right shoulder. So we expect the market to push back and retest this particular zone and drop, which is exactly what market has done. So what we are supposed to do right now is go on the H4 or the 1 hour, then we'll be done. So on the H4, we can see the market. So yes, we can't also sell when the H4 is bullish. You feel me? After the H4 has gotten to the daily zone to have the retest. After it is done retesting, we can't still sell when the H4 is bullish. It can break past the zone and go. So we have to also wait for the H4 to be bearish. Either the H4, if you are not getting the structure on the H4, you can use the 1 hour. It works. So the H4, this is it. So this is the H4. Now the H4 is bearish because market created this particular low, market went, and the market has broken it. So we are expecting market to have at least, or the candle, we are expecting candle closure to break past this particular low and then go back and have a retest, so we can have our peaceful sell to the downside. Now when we get on the 1 hour, we can see how market struggled on this particular zone right here. And so if market has finally broken it, so we are not here, or we are not interested in market breaking out and then re-jumping on the trade. We are interested for market to push back so that we can catch the trade to the downside. So we want the market to do some sort of something like this. We want the market to do something like this, then we drop to at least this particular point. You feel me? Yes. So we want a very nice candle closure and a pushback and then a retest. Sorry, a pushback and then a drop. So I will put this one over here. So when market drop and then push back into my zone, then I would have to wait and then confirm. My entry confirmation got to be on either the 15, the 5 minutes, or the 30 minutes. You feel me, and all of that. So this is how the trade is gonna look. So we are going to risk 29 pips or 30 pips approximately for 100 and something pips. This trade is gonna be very, very valid. I'm not in for the full move. I'm in for I'll be holding market to this particular point. I'll be holding market to this particular point. This is where I'll be holding market to. I feel like market should drop, bleed all the way to this particular point, and then it will be good. All right, so let's look at USD CAD. So with USD CAD, this is how USD CAD is also looking. So I have to clear it just as we did for the other setup. We have to clear everything. So clear the alert. All right, so just as regular, just as usual, I start from the higher time frame. What is the higher time frame telling me? What is the weekly time frame trend? The weekly time frame trend is simply bearish. So if the weekly time frame is bearish, then it is bearish because we couldn't break past this particular high. We broke past this particular low, making us bearish, went, give or some sort of like equal highs and then dropping. So we expect market to bleed to the downside. The market is bearish. Now I spot my weekly highs and my weekly lows. This is my weekly low where price can be targeting. There's another low that price can be targeting as well. There's a high, a weekly high that price created, you feel me, and all of that. We can simply put the high here. Yes, the highest point price got to. Now let's look at the daily time frame. Is the daily time frame going to tell us the same thing? If it's telling us the same thing, then we'll be good for the sales, you feel me, and all of that. So the weekly time frame is also bearish. The weekly is bearish and it is just giving us a break and retest. This is what the daily is doing. Break and retest to the downside, you feel me, and all of that. Market structure will always be the king of the market. So I'll put my zone on the daily time frame. So now the daily time frame is bearish. So now let's put the zone here. The daily time frame is bearish. So when daily created this particular support and daily broke out of it, it has come back to have the retest. We are simply bearish. This is it. So we have to continue with the trend and trade to the downside, you feel me, and all of that. It is very simple, but if you practice over time, you're gonna be good. So I now have my zone marked on the daily time frame, and let's look at the H4. So with the H4, what is the trend on the H4 also saying? The H4 also got to be bearish, because even if the weekly is saying bearish and the H4 is bullish, and I go sell, bro, I'll be down. I would mess up, you feel me, and all of that. So the H4 is also bearish. We've had H4 gradually shifted structure, you feel me. So this is the H4 mini zone or the sub zone that I will be waiting for market to get on for me to have my sales comfortably to the downside. And I don't just sell when market gets there. I would have to wait for my confirmation and all that. So let's put the zone right here. So this is the H4. So we are patiently waiting for market to get on this particular zone like this. This is how I trade, guys. I ain't gonna cap. This is how I trade. There's nothing for me to lie about to you guys. So I'm waiting for market to get on this particular zone. Wait for my confirmation, because even without your confirmation, you can still fuck up on the market. So yes, I'm waiting for the confo. Then I'm gonna short this particular market from here to at least here. That's also gonna be like 100 and something pips. Yeah, so I'll be risking a 25 to 30 pips on this particular trade, and I'm gonna hold it and then swing it to the downside. This is how I trade. So let me put the alert over here, and then let me put alert on CAD JPY also. CAD JPY. Yes, I got to put the alert. So CAD JPY. CAD JPY alert. So we can see the candle is forming very, very nice. The candle is forming very nice. So we want a very nice candle closure somewhere here, a push back into the zone, and we shoot to the downside. This is how I simply analyze my markets and all that. You see, everything is I don't know how to put it, but it is what it is. If you practice over time, just like I said, you're gonna be good. So I've analyzed these two setups. I'll be posting them right inside of my Telegram. And so yes, let's wait and see how the outcome will be. Once again, I'm on the road to forever successful when I'm trading a 6K funded next profit account, and I'm intending to pass phase 1, pass phase 2, and obviously get live funded and trade it. If you are enjoying my content, then subscribe, comment, and share. This is how I analyze my market. It got to be market structure, the trend, area of interest for you to buy. That is it. And then your entry confirmations and all that. Because market has not like gotten to, or has not, it's not ready for me to take. I can't just express how I confirm my entries and all that. So that's what it is. We're just gonna be patient for market to push back, and then we're gonna take the trade to the downside. And yes, Kwame Lavio, make sure you guys put God first, because if it wasn't for God, I wouldn't be here talking to you guys on the screens. You wouldn't be whoever you are watching me. You feel me? It is God that has made everything possible. So we owe him our life and all that. Yes, that's what it is. You guys have to find God, because if without God, you'll be nowhere. Yes, it is what it is. I love y'all. Y'all should stay safe and y'all should stay blessed. Kwame Lavio once again. Peace.
Don't play with my heart, state of the art, making it last. I got one shot and I'm making it last. Wait.